Hey!
Ooh, how's it going, everyone?
What was the Bret Michaels?
Oh, wait. What's going on, Big John?
I just need to start remembering that. I'm just going to say that every time now. What's going on, Big
What's
John?
going on, Big John? I love it.
How did the rest of your Weed Wednesday turn out?
Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
So no, there was something that we didn't get to over the last couple days, which I do think is really important.
I agree 100%.
And that's like this Timothee Chalamet, Kylie Jenner situation. Like, they're dating, right?
You know how you get older and you realize that the government and like America and life isn't all what you thought it was like a kid. Like Thanksgiving isn't that. It's something very scary and bad.
Yeah.
Celebrities, I don't know if you know this, will pay to have paparazzi snap them and have fake relationships.
Yeah, that is a thing.
For fame, which maybe I was just a beautiful idiot and thought that these things were real, but I've learned. I've seen the error of my ways. I have a feeling that this might be a publicity stunt.
You think so?
Can you imagine a Kardashian, or excuse me, a Jenner doing such a thing?
Because like the Pete Davidson Kim Kardashian thing, like that had to be a publicity thing, right?
Yeah, and then Pete Davidson was dating Emma, is it Emma Ratajkowski?
Yeah, Emily
Ratajkowski for a while. And then she was dating Eric Andre for a while. Did you see their Valentine's Day hard launch?
Yeah, that was pretty great.
And then there were videos of her kissing, who was it? Harry Styles.
Yeah, that was a thing that was going around the internet big time. I
would say that like Harry Styles, Pete Davidson, Emily, and maybe Julia Fox are like the messiest celebrities right now, but like not in like a slut shamey way, just in like a go crazy gal. Yeah. I love that for you.
Yeah, like, someone has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, why not them?
Yes, I don't. I love Timothee Chalamet. I think he's such a good actor. I think he seems like such a sweet boy. He was so funny in Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
I thought he was so funny. I hope this is not real. I hope it's just a silly thing that somebody made up to get clicks on their website.
Let's hope so. I think I saw it was on like Dumois. Yeah, which is, it's usually pretty legit.
Pretty legit because it's completely anonymous.
Yeah.
Like any sort of NDA that you sign can be maybe,
Yeah, when it's anonymous, it's anonymous.
Wasn't me.
Right? I heard.
Shaggy, yeah.
Yeah, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's interesting. I typically don't think of like Timothee Chalamet as like playing that game, but maybe his publicists and people are. I don't know. He's navigated like this world pretty well because it's an interesting time just in entertainment in general, where it's like if you want to stay relevant, you have to do like a big tentpole movie, like a Marvel movie or something like that, and he's kind of managed to avoid that. I mean, like Dune is like big, but like that's also like, it was nominated for Oscars. It's like prestige.
For sure.
Like, but it definitely is like, a franchise. There's going to be a second one and probably more than that. And he is playing Willy Wonka.
I'm so excited for that.
So like that's a potential franchise as well.
Is it going to be from like it's kind of his backstory, right? Like they're going to be starting from the beginning when he gets a hold of.
It's an origin story, I think. Yeah, I
love that.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Who's directing it? Do you know?
I'm actually not sure who's directing it.
I've seen the few like not clips, but the few stills that I've seen that they've shown. The way it's stylized looks really, really fun, really rich and detailed.
Yeah, and he's a really good actor, so I mean, like, I imagine he's got like a fun take on it.
I know.
And like I'm in the minority here where like I also enjoyed, like, obviously the Gene Wilder movie is incredible. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes, of course.
Like, he's the best. But like I also liked the Johnny Depp version.
It was different. Yeah, it was fun.
I liked that he was kind of playing like Michael Jackson. It was just kind of creepy. And he kind of leaned into that because it's like, it is kind of weird that this guy hangs out with these kids and these Oompa Loompas and
Just loves candy.
Exploiting slave labor.
For sure. In exchange for freedom? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Wonka. Yeah, I really am excited for that. Did you see Dune in theaters?
I did.
It stressed me out.
I liked it way more than I thought I would too. I thought it was going to be like nerdy bullshit and like,
yeah,
it was good. It was really good.
You got caught up with the realm idea where you're like, it's a realm. I don't know if I can do it. And then you
if it looks like a big butthole, then I'm okay.
The giant butthole just sucking up spice. Yeah. Isn't that what they look for? Spice?
Spice, yeah.
And then Zendaya is going to be in this next one more, as well as Florence Pugh, right? Isn't
Florence Pugh, also Austin Butler.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe talking as Elvis. I don't know. I think he said it's gone.
Funny thing about Austin Butler, I watched him whenever he was on that show, The Carrie Diaries on the CW.
Yeah.
I really liked that show. I'm a huge slut for Sex and the City. It's an actual guilty pleasure of mine because all of those characters are insufferable, except maybe Samantha. But yeah, like the reboot that was Carrie in high school, Austin Butler played her high school boyfriend on again, off again. And it was so fun. But he was a dreamboat. And
he was like a Disney kid too, I think. I don't know what show he was on or shows, but I know
think he was on maybe an episode of Hannah Montana, but I could be wrong.
That would make sense. Did you see like Larry David was on Hannah Montana one time?
Larry David?
Yeah, because it was like his daughters were like big fans of the show, so he was on the show with his daughters. I think he was like trying to get a table or something, and they wouldn't give him a table, and that was just like the scene.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Good for Larry David. If I ever become famous, that would be like the most rewarding thing I imagine, is to be able to like get my kids access. I mean, total nepo babies if I ever become a celebrity,
for sure,
or have a lot of money and ability to do things. But like Judd Apatow, have you ever seen the videos of like Maude crying because she got to meet One Direction?
Oh yeah. It's
the funniest thing in the entire world, because at the end, I mean, her dad is like a multimillionaire, one of the biggest comedy producers in cinema, probably.
Yeah, like
very well known.
Yeah.
And she gets to go to One Direction and she still like cannot handle it. She's lost it.
Yeah. Well, and that's his whole thing too, is he likes to embarrass his kids, and he always goes out of his way to do so. And they were in all the movies too. But yeah, so that was interesting to watch them kind of grow up and become better actors. I know I've got some friends whose opinions I respect on like movies and TV, and they don't think that who's the one that's on Euphoria?
Maude.
They don't think she's a good actor, and I do think she's a good actor.
I think she's funny.
Yeah,
she was also on Girls, and people have mixed feelings about Girls, and that's fine. It's literally subjective because it's content that you can consume.
Yeah.
But I thought she was really, really funny on Girls. I thought Girls was a funny show, and I thought she was funny on that show.
Yeah, and I liked her in the Pete Davidson movie, The King of Staten Island.
Is she the love interest, or is she just a person?
She plays Pete Davidson's sister.
Oh, okay. Oh. They don't look alike. To me.
No.
They look like different, maybe, ethnicities. That's so weird.
But like, no one looks like Pete Davidson.
Honestly. I like Pete Davidson a lot.
I have no issues with him at all.
No, I'm excited for him to not be like this weird heartthrob, because like I feel like hot girls are just co-opting skinny, awkward, funny guys. Like I'm a fat, funny bitch. Like those are my bread and butter. You have no idea what you're getting into here, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You need to be this funny to ride this ride. He's very, very sweet though. I really like his roast battles that he's done. Have you ever seen those on Comedy Central? There was a roast battle of somebody, and for some reason, Ann Coulter was
Oh, that was like the Rob Lowe one, I think.
The Rob Lowe one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She just got completely dismembered on that stage. It was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it's like, she shouldn't have agreed to that, but...
Well, like, what's the connection between Rob Lowe and Ann Coulter? That's what I want to know, because did she just want to promote her book or something? I don't know.
That must have been it, yeah.
Much like Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet, anything for the clicks and likes.
Do you think that this whole Bud Light thing that's happening, like with people shooting their cases of Bud Light and everything? Like, I mean, I think that from like a Leo pessimistic standpoint, I do think Bud Light was just like, we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
this is gonna cause controversy, and people will talk about Bud Light like we're talking about Bud Light right now.
Exactly. Well, that's why it's zero consequence to them. And also at this point, with Pride and June and, rainbow cans and rainbow boxes and rainbow Oreos and rainbow whatever, everything has been just like capitalized so much on the LGBTQ community that it's not like doing it for good. You're doing it to literally tap into a market that you think doesn't totally dig you, that you could use help in, and you're using like June and Pride to capitalize on that opportunity. And Dylan Mulvaney, is that her name? I'm trying to think of her last name, but she's the trans person who did a paid ad. It wasn't even like a filmed commercial on television. She literally just got to do a paid ad, which lots of people get to do. It's literally her job. Yeah. And Kid Rock got so upset.
Man, he got really, really upset.
Did he cry?
Probably.
That's
he's
so
very emotional. But I mean, to just be upset about that is insane.
It's pretty wild. Also, like at this point, so many different brands have tapped into using the LGBTQ community or like the rainbow marketing capitalism sort of stuff, that you'd be pressed to find any brand that has not taken advantage of that, except for maybe like the duck calls from Duck Dynasty. But I even think that they probably have like one rainbow lanyard
or
that
like
they've sold in their
social
day.
media post on Facebook or something.
Yeah, they're like, they're all right when they're not all, in your face about it.
There's definitely a lot of that.
Definitely a lot of that.
And I think that, so it's like the main point of this, right, is to get people that are, I don't know, hipsters to drink Bud Light, right? Like,
sure.
People that are like, would normally drink, a
PBR, a Miller High Life.
Or like an IPA or something. And like, you know what? I'm going to support Bud Light instead. I'm going to do something good.
Well, and like, just Kid Rock. Did you know that his name's Bob?
His like Bob what? Do we know?
I don't know.
His first name's Bob, huh?
His name's Bob. I call him Kid Bob Rock.
I knew he grew up like a rich kid, I think, right?
I don't know.
That's what I've heard.
But I wouldn't be surprised. And because his sister's an actress, like she's an actress, like and then I completely blocked it out of my memory that him and Pamela Anderson were married.
Oh yeah.
They were betrothed.
I forgot about that.
They got married. And in her documentary, her like whatever
Is that good? No, I haven't watched it.
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I love Pamela Anderson. I also read her book. Well, book on audio, but whatever.
You can say that's reading.
Really wanted to read the book, and I don't have time to sit down. I have time to listen while I fold laundry and work.
Yeah.
But yeah, she calls him Bob in the
That's
documentary.
hilarious.
And it just takes me out every time.
Just calling him Bob.
Kid Bob Rock. Love that guy.
That guy's wild. Yeah, I mean, everything he's done recently, he's really leaning into, I guess, the right wing thing. I mean, I guess maybe that's because that's his fan base and he's just going to lean more into that. I don't know.
Yeah. It's so funny that I don't know why, but I would maybe back then categorize Eminem and Kid Rock as like a similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
But now I wouldn't. I think that Eminem has probably fairly progressive views, even though he has said like an F slur or two in his day.
Yeah.
Also, he could be gay and he may have every right to say that. So who knows?
Right. He might have admitted to it in that movie, The Interview.
He was reclaiming the F slur before it was cool. I don't know.
Yeah. I have no idea. Like
Kid Rock's wild.
He's just, and like the radio station I work at, we play that song sometimes with the All Summer Long, or that kind of sounds like Werewolves of London and Sweet Home Alabama.
It sounds like Sweet Home Alabama, yeah.
Which,
how did he get away with that?
I don't know how that works. Because I know like the thing was going around online where like P. Diddy like sampled the Police song. And he didn't get permission, so then he had to like pay Sting like big royalties. So like I don't know how he got around that, because people go to court for that, because that's a lot of money. I think Pharrell went through that with like Happy.
What did it sound like?
I don't remember what it was supposed to be. It might have been Prince's Estate, maybe. I forgot what it was. But like, yeah, there was some litigation. But
I hate that song. I can't believe.
I don't like Pharrell. I don't like his hat.
Luckily,
stupid big hat.
Luckily, I don't go to a lot of weddings. I'm not invited to a lot of weddings, so I don't have to listen to that song because I feel like it's one of those like wedding songs, like the new age wedding songs, like 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah.
Talk about a wedding song. I never listen to that song unless like I am at a wedding. It just never comes on my radio or playlists or anything like that. So whenever I hear it, it's a real treat. I like 20. It's a fun one.
It is a fun song. Yeah, it really is.
But Happy can rot in hell.
But no, I mean, like Bruno Mars' music catalog is kind of exclusively made for weddings, I think.
Yeah.
I think most of his music works for that.
Yeah, or viral YouTube flash mob dances. I don't know.
It is weird now that like songs from like our childhood are becoming popular again because of TikTok.
Or even like the fact that Lady Gaga's Bloody Mary is on the radio, but it's from her Aura album that came out in like 2012 or something, like 10 years ago. And now it's like number 3 on the radio or something like that. It's like, all right.
Yeah. It was wild when the Stranger Things came out and
Running Up That Hill and then Puppet Master.
It was like they were trending on everything, and every radio station, no matter what genre of music they played, were playing those songs.
I know, like, well, how do you categorize Kate Bush? How do you put her in a box? You know what I mean? If it's like a catchy song, then they're just gonna, play it.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. Would she be alternative? Would that be
pop?
Yeah, because
if enough people like it, like it's just kind of like, all right, then play it.
It works.
Yeah. Stick it out there.
And speaking of that, you and your very lovely boy toy working on a song.
We are working on a little song. I
like that.
A little ditty for this biddy.
You and Alex working on a song together. I think that's very, very cute.
I mean, it's not going to be like a... who are the people that sing the Love Will Keep Us Together? Love will keep us together. It's I can't remember them, but they have I only know because the album cover is like the guy's in a sailor hat and the girl is, they're both holding bulldogs. I don't know. I cannot think of the name right now, but that I don't think it's going to be that vibe. I think it's going to be a little bit more rock and roll.
Okay, hell yeah.
A little more punk rock music.
Can we plug Alex's band? What are their websites and socials? Obviously, we want to plug the KC Podcasting Company.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Having us today and every day.
Sweetest boys in the entire world.
We love coming here. It's the best.
I'd give them forehead kisses if they'd let me.
We're trying to maintain some professionalism. I don't know where we're at on forehead kisses. I guess there's no HR department, so go for it. Yeah.
So his band is called Spine.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why it's funny to say that because that's a body part. I remember the first time I asked him, like, what's your band name? He was like, Spine. And I was like, Spine.
I love it.
Spine.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, like your spine. And I was like, okay.
It's very punk rock.
It's very punk rock. They're going to be dropping an album pretty soon, I believe in June.
Okay,
but you can follow them on Instagram. I think they're going to be getting more socials pretty soon with the album coming out. They
got stuff on Spotify right now too.
Oh, for sure. They're all over Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube.
Sweet.
If you Google Spine Hardcore KC, you're going to be finding a treasure trove of sick ass songs
or like very specific porn.
Yes. Yikes. Yikes spikes.
But yeah, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. That's at Brittany and Patrick Show. And thank you guys for listening, for watching, and subscribing, and all those things. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Kisses on your forehead. Bye bye.